Many people make this one fatal mistake with money. And if you're doing this right now, then you need to take a step back, reanalyze, and make the adjustments you need to make to stop making this mistake so that you can grow financially. This mistake is lifestyle creep. Now, what is lifestyle creep? You may be asking. Lifestyle creep is where maybe you get another job, you start getting paid more at your job, or you get a side hustle and you start making money, and all of a sudden now you have all this extra money, and you're like, oh man, I have a more coming on my paycheck. I've got more money coming in, and all these different ideas start going through your head, and you start thinking about, well, we need new furniture, we need a new car, we need a new house, all these different things that you start thinking we need these certain things. And that's called lifestyle creep. And what ends up happening is you start buying these different things, or you start going out to eat more, you start trying to keep up with the Joneses, because it's not necessarily that you need a new car. You need a nicer car so that people will see you and they'll say, oh man, they must have come into some money. And so what ends up typically happening is, even though your finances go up, your expenses go up as well. And so even though you're making more money, you are adjusting your lifestyle so that you are taking the money you're making and you're spending it just as quickly as it comes in. And we rationalize, well, we need this. We got to have a new car. We got to have a new this. We got to have a new that. We got to go on a new vacation. And all this stuff starts adding up. And unfortunately, what happens is, if you were broke before, because of that mindset, you're still broke now. It doesn't change anything. You may have more money, but now you have more money and more problems, right? So you start having more money, more finances coming in, but unfortunately you're supplementing that with more things that are eating into your finances. And so how can we stop this from happening? Well, again, it starts with a mindset shift, and we need to think about changing our mind on money. You need to change your mind on money, and one of the ways we do this is we start to think about money in a different way. Many people think about money as something that they can use to go buy stuff, to go buy a new car, to go buy a new house, to go, buy this, buy that. And we think about money as something we use to buy stuff. But really, money should be used as a tool to make more money. Okay? Of course, you have expenses. Of course, you have things that you need. And I'm not saying that you're never going to go eat again. You're never going to buy another car. I'm not saying that, but what we need to do is we need to take money and start saying, what's the best use of this money? And if I do need another car, maybe I don't need the nicest car, right? I don't need the cooled and heated leather seats and the heated steering wheel and all these different things. I don't necessarily need all that. I just need something reliable to get me to and from work or school or wherever you need to go. And so I don't necessarily need to have a huge high payment. I hopefully will have enough money to pay cash for a car. If you have money to pay cash for a car, buy a car with cash so you don't have a payment every single month. And you might have to have a payment. That's okay, but don't have a huge payment just so that you can have a nice fancy car that everybody looks at. Your car is not for people to look at. Your car is to get you from point A to point B. Another way to avoid lifestyle creep is to do a zero budget, which means you take your budget and you take every penny that's coming in and you put it where you want it to go. So that means, you have your mortgage, you have all these different things that you have to, have to spend money on. But then you take the rest of the money and you say, okay, so much is for gas, so much is for groceries, so much is for eating out, so much is for entertainment, and you put it in different places so that your money, you're telling where your money to go. Your money's not telling you what it's going to do, and it's just going to run wild. So you take all your money and you do a budget, and you make this budget and you stick to it so that you don't have to worry about anything, any surprises. You know exactly where your money's going. And that's another way to keep lifestyle creep from happening. It really, when you start to look at your money and see where your money's going, you start to see, oh man, we eat out a lot. We go on a lot of, little trips and excursions. We go to the movies a lot, all these different things that maybe you're doing that you don't really think about. I'm doing this so much, like I'm going out to eat every week or whatever, or every other day. You start to tell your money, okay, we've got so much money, this is going to be for eating out. Once it's gone, it's gone. That's the way you keep lifestyle creep from happening. Also, don't feel like you have to keep up with the Joneses. I know this is something that maybe I don't really necessarily have to tell you, but it's something that you have to it's a mentality shift that you have to catch and you have to get and you have to understand. I don't have to impress anybody. That is such a freeing mentality to have, that I don't have to impress my neighbors. I don't have to impress my coworkers or my friends or my family. I don't have to impress anybody. I need to do this for me. You are doing it for you. You are not getting a raise in order to impress people. You're not starting a business or a side hustle or buying a rental property or whatever the case may be. You're not doing that to impress people. You're doing that so that you can help your family, so that you can move up in your financial journey. So don't worry about impressing people. Just worry about or think about, what am I going to do with this money so that I don't have to keep on worrying about money for the rest of my life. That's the key, is you don't want to have to worry about money. You want to be able to enjoy life, right? Guys, we don't make more money just to have more money. We hopefully you want to make more money so that you can have freedom, so that you can do things. For myself, I eventually want to be able to, be able to be full time in ministry and be able to just do things that I want to do. Maybe take my family on vacation for a week and not have to worry about coming back to a job real fast. So it's about freedom. It's not about just having more money. Okay. So I hope all these tips help you. I hope that you are learning that you don't have to keep up with the Joneses. Hopefully, this is something that you are. It's a mindset shift that is helping you. And speaking of mindset shifts, I have a video right here all about the mindsets that you need to stop, the different things you need to stop thinking, ways you need to stop thinking. And if you click on this video, it's going to help you so much. I hope you guys have a great day, and we'll see you next time.